Hello, hello. Welcome to our first TLS stream of the year.
Hello,
We're going to be going
hello.
through our first
Welcome
week of
to our
matches.
first TLS.
That's two matches of each team that were played. It should be about 2 hour stream here, and hopefully there's some interesting matches to be seen. I'm joined with Adam here, co-commentator and streamer for this this first stream here.
Yep. Hello, everybody. I'll be talking if I'm not stressing out too much, so hopefully I'll be able to talk some more. All right, I have match one ready here when you are, Logan.
I'm ready whenever. We'll get right into it. It's going to be Team 999 versus Riptide. We can introduce our teams a little bit more because this is the first time we're going to be seeing them. So on Team 9, oh, actually, we're going straight into it. That's okay. Straight into it. Match one. Close auto here from both teams. Something happened on the blue side. Looks like they got a little caught up, tangled into each other. There's three of the chill out robot on the blue alliance. Interesting strategy. Or maybe going really heavily for that algae. Jello going for that steals right off of the bat. Ooh, two robots in the other side of the field. Got to be careful of that. Doubles back. It works out for them. Despite having three robots, they're not too far up on algae right now. They only got a couple extra. Two robots on the other side of the field, giving them penalties now. They got to be careful of that. Jello now transitioning into defense as he's run out of algae to pick up. Blues Reef is looking a little bit bare, just
Unfortunately,
because
because
they've
they're
been focusing so much on that algae.
triple chill out here, they don't have any climbs to try to come back and make up this deficit either.
Yeah, they are going to be down off of climbs at the end of the day as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how they try and make up this deficit. Generally, let's say Rust Hounds is considered a faster scorer than Chill Out, but perhaps they can make up this. I would say major deficit at this point. We'll see. As the boy man goes to the other side of the field to play defense on the Blue Alliance, running out of uh, L2 to L4 places to score. So he's just letting RJ and Lumpy finish off those L1s for him. Very clean match from Red Alliance, despite getting defended. They have cleared the field pretty well. 10 seconds left. 100-point lead for Red Alliance. Doesn't look like Blue's going to be able to make this back. And all Blue robots rushing to get to the park. And the match comes to an end. 258, massive score for Red here to 143. Highest contributor there is RJ, 95, followed closely by Lumpy with 93.
Yeah, we'll have to see if they change their robot strategy here because that did
The
not
robot
seem
composition.
to work there.
Yeah, only Bobka, I don't know who that is. I don't think I've ever played with them. Is outscoring a boy man, which is Red Alliance's lowest scoring robot.
1-0 lead from Riptide here, going into match two in just a second.
All right, let's see it. See if Team 999 changes anything about their strategy. Looks like they're sticking with that triple chill out robot. Red gets another big auto here. Almost three triple coral auto. Lumpy misses his last, goes in the lower, or an L1 rather. And just like last match, Jello goes right over to the other side of the field, stealing those algae as best he can. as a boy man's trying to prevent that from happening, trying to give Lumpy some extra time here to clear their own side of this algae so they don't fall too far behind. Lumpy does miss that one, and that will put the Blue Alliance ahead in algae. Babka getting another foul for having two robots on the other side of the field. Jello now transitioning into more defense rather than stealing and defense. Picking up one of those coral that were dropped by the Red Alliance. Coming back over to his own side. He just paused it. Interesting. Seems like he's feeding Bobka here. Gets a foul on the way, unfortunately. No, he's going straight to scoring actually for this one. Went for that L2. Still a couple L4s on both sides. So no big difference there. It's mostly coming from those L3s and L2s that are quite drastically different for the red and blue alliances. Lumpy and RJ staying close together in contribution once again as the two main scorers for the Red Alliance, it seems. Boyman going over to play defense with 30 seconds left, or 40 ish. Hitting Evan into that corner, not letting him pick up. Stream. 17 seconds left. Boyman's just trying to not get any fouls here as he waits for the blue lights to finish scoring and then heads to climb. 2 seconds left. Everybody rushes to park, and we get a score of 258 to 143. Again, close there, but RJ is the top scorer of 95, and Lumpy right behind with 93.
I'm a little surprised to see no change in robot strategy there. We do have to remember Team 9999 was randomly assigned. They filled out the sheet and were put together right before we started TLS here. So they might just have three people who only played Chill Out. So might be a little
That's
unknown there.
absolutely true. Yeah. It will be interesting to see if they can maybe improve upon their strategy here. Despite having triple chill out, they're not really winning the algae battle too hard. I would expect them to get a higher percentage of the algae overall, but they're just not quite effective enough to outscore the Red Alliance on algae there. That does mean it's going to be match point for Riptide here. We'll see if Team 999 can do anything else to slow Riptide down, get back into this game. Should be quite an interesting match here. Difference of strategies. See how it works out for blue. All routes off to the races. Let's see if red can hit that 9-piece auto. They're going for it. Everybody hits it, looks like. They almost filled that L4 in auto, which is quite impressive. Now rushing straight into that algae. Looks like Boyman's picking up some algae into his intake, trying to prevent the stealing. Jello just now coming over to start stealing, but there's not much left on that right side of the field. Blue's only one algae up right now, but now they're four up, so they're doing a great job here of taking advantage of their strengths, their robot strengths. A boy man putting some algae into the processor, hoping for some bounce backs here. Doesn't seem like he's gonna get one. Ooh, fouls across the board, and Lumpy stuck on his own cage, but manages to get off. Great pickup from Lumpy there, grabbing the one that was bouncing, going for the last one that's in the reef. Now going over to the Blue Alliance, they still got a couple of L4s left remaining. Looks like Jello's going to try and finish those off. And Evan are working on those L3s at the moment, having a little bit of a difficult time lining those up. It is a very mechanical robot and hard to get the L2 and L3s on. Its strengths are mostly the L1s and L4s, coral wise. As this time, RJ, instead of a boy man, comes over to play defense, the 30-second mark. Red Alliance just about to finish filling their reef. They got maybe one L2 left, it looks like. But tons of L1s already on there as RJ comes back to help his team, deciding it wasn't worth his time to be playing defense there. 10 seconds left. RJ and a boy man go to climb as Lumpy continues to score those L1s. And now with 3 seconds left, everybody runs to the climb just to get the park points. 2 points for everybody. And high score, yeah, 285 for the Red Alliance with a boy man this time coming out on top, 106 points there. It seems like there was some fouls or something that aided in that. There was a good number of fouls in that match. And we're just going to check on something real quick to make sure we are playing what we're meant to play. Alrighty, well, we're just figuring that. Oh, I don't think you've unmuted me. Perfect. Maybe I was unmuted. I wasn't paying attention. As we're figuring that out, we're just going to have a look at the rankings there. That series was a 3-0. So that does put Riptide now in the lead, being the only team with a win, putting everybody else down a spot. Unfortunately, leaving Team 999 without a series win yet. We'll see their second match this week and see if they pulled out the victory in that one. Speaking of Team 999, we're going to switch on over to their second match here, which is against PL Ung. There we go. Logo took a second to change there. PL Ung is Kaiju, Noah, and JP. Quite a strong alliance here. Kaiju known for having, I believe, the world record in both Rest Hounds and um, the other one. Chill out. Mhm. So this is the second match for Team 999 and first for PL Unk. Yeah. Let's see how this goes. All right, going straight into this match. Red Alliance starting strong. Each robot getting two, almost two. JP struggling a little bit with his second coral there, but that's okay. They still won out auto 60 to 40 something. Team 999 seems to have switched their strategies from last match. They're doing double Rust Hound, single chill out this time instead of the triple chill out. I guess Bobcat was the third last time. That would make sense as to why I didn't recognize the name. Both teams going for the algae and coral simultaneously. Typical strategy thus far. GP shoving his extra algae over to make his cycles a little bit quicker here. Evan now putting one into the processor. Doesn't get a bounce out because of the placement of JP, but good attempt either way. Red now getting close to filling L2 to L4 of their reef. Blue just finishing up their L2, it looks, or L3 rather. Seems like a stronger scoring, coral wise at least, for the Blue Alliance. They did unfortunately lose out on that algae battle, but perhaps this will do better for them in the long run. This will be better for them in the long run. Red just piling on those L1s right now. As Blue is now working on their L1s or L2s. And Kaiju Jones is hanging on the barge for unknown reasons. Maybe a little bit of showboating with a little while to go still. Now coming down to the end of the match, 5 seconds left. Everybody going for their parks and climbs. And a massive score out of the Red Alliance here, 299, with Noah and Kaiju Jones both getting 111 and 110, respectively. Highest contributors in the match. And Evan on the other side doing a respectable 90 as well. Excellent job from all players. That will mean that PLunk gets their first win in this series. Two more to get the victory. It's going to be an uphill battle for Team 999. I think they're facing a very strong opponent here, so we'll see what they can pull out for this second match here. All right, and let's get into it. Oh, JP throwing away his coral. Not sure that was intentional. Does manage to get a second there. Blue working on their own L4s. Looks like they got 4 in auto. JP going straight for that algae as Bobcat does the same now, going for that algae. Fortunately misses that one. It's going to put them a little bit behind here as there's now 3-0. Both blue robots getting a little bit touchy here. Maybe getting in each other's way. We'll see if they manage to figure that out there. Bobcat coming over to steal that algae now that there's an opportunity to do so. Might get forced into foul. Looks like he will, unfortunately, or they will get. As JP takes the opportunity to go on a mission of his own to steal the algae of the Blue Alliance this time. Manages to bring 2 along with him. See if he can capitalize on this. Red Alliance running out of places to score on their reef now. Having to oh, JP just pushed the ball out of the field and ran into his own foul, unfortunately. Blue Alliance now working on finishing up their L2s as well. Jello cycling away on that far side there. Previously was the stealing um, chill out robot for the Blue Alliance in their last match, but perhaps more comfortable on the Rust Towns. I'm not sure. Oh, JP is getting forced into a foul there. Noah also gets a possession foul, but Evan gives a foul right back, unfortunately. Just trading fouls at this point. JP trying to stick his arm into that processor to stop it from scoring, but too little too late there. As he picks up a double cycle here, tries to get two L1s and parks. Another great score out of PLI with 283. Kaiju breaking that 100-point barrier once again. Noah not far behind. Jello this time putting up a strong score of 77. Not seeing too much defense from the Red Alliance here. Looks like they're focusing pretty well fully on scoring. Makes sense considering their 283 points.
It's been a pretty big improvement for Team 999 compared to their first series and to their second match here. They're breaking 200. Before they were
Absolutely, yeah.
struggling a little bit, but getting better pretty quickly here.
That's what TLS is all about as well. It's about improving as a team and like developing new strategies to um win matches even when you're maybe not favored even if you're mechanically less skillful perhaps. Yeah, let's get into our next match here. This is match point for PL Lunk, so we'll see if they can close it out 3-0. That is the tiebreaker after series wins. It's head to head and then win percentage, I believe. So it does matter somewhat if there is any tie amongst the teams. And here we go into match number 3. JP dropping his piece again. I'm not sure that's intentional or if he's just accidentally dropping it. Blue doing an excellent job in auto there, keeping pretty close to Red Alliance. However, just out of auto, they seem to have pulled away a good amount. Both teams focusing solely on their own sides right now. Nobody wandering to the other side for any steals or defense. Blue Alliance doing more L4s, almost finishing up that L4 there. Unfortunately, there was a miss. Evan now coming over to play defense on Kaiju, maybe pick up some algae on the way. Maybe that was his goal all along. Who knows? That being said, he's coming right back for another one, looks like. As JP is just finishing up with the remaining algae on the field, putting that into their own barge. Make sure you can't get any more steals that way. This is that one, unfortunately. Red Alliance mostly finished with their L2s and L3s. Looks like they're just working on that back face right now. As JP goes over to steal the algae from the Blue Alliance. Evan's trying to stop him, but manages to get away with it, even despite the two robots trying to keep him from getting back to his own side. But not affected by that. Evan goes right back to scoring. Puts up two L3s real quick. Now L4, three L3s. Working on those L2s now as Red Alliance is piling on those L1s, trying to maximize their score as much as possible. Once again, Kaiju is going quite early for this, I presume, a climb. And gets popped by his teammate. I'm not sure. That might have cost him that climb there, but nonetheless, it is 275 for the Red Alliance. to 207 for the Blue Lions. Noah, your MVP there with 100 points, and that will put it as a 3-0 victory for PLunk there. Unfortunately, Team 999 starts out with an 0-2 record, but they were the last team to form, didn't have much time to practice or set up any strats or anything like that. So, market improvement already from the first match to the second. And hopefully they can continue to improve that way and win some matches. Let me just, yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry. Alrighty. Now we're having a look at that ranking score again, or the ranking sheet again. And PLunk has taken that number one seed away from Riptide there with their own 3-0. But we'll see if that can hold over the course of the remaining matches here. Both still have one match each to play. And depending on how those go, there might be some switch ups here. Alrighty. We're going on to our next match here. Sticking with PLunk here. See if they can continue their undefeated streak. Quite a strong team there. And they're going to be facing Rabbit Show this time, which has Gavin, Navixity, and Eton, all strong scorers as well. So this might be a really high scoring match here. Gavin up there in the single player leaderboards as well as Navixity. Ethan as well, but more so from previous games. I'm not sure what his personal best is for Reefscape. Should be also interesting what robot compositions they choose for this matchup. Yeah, maybe a three. Oh, I'm blanking. Rest sounds on Rabbit Show here. Alrighty, and let's get into this first match. Oh, it's a 2v2. A little bit lower scores probably out of this match, but that's okay. Interesting to see, anyways. Both teams doing well in auto red. I couldn't tell if they got that 6 or 7 piece. Kaiju might have gotten that 4. We'll have to see at the end of the match here. As Eton and Noah are battling it out for that algae. Sticking to their own side still, but we'll see who comes out on top, who finishes earlier there. Navixity and Kaiju working in opposite sides, but kind of in sync on the reef here, filling up about at the same rate, with only a small lead for the Red Alliance here. Ooh, foul one Navixity there for possession. It's only a couple points, but you don't want to get too complacent with it as they are falling behind now, 20 points behind. Eton is also a little bit slower on the algae. Looks like they're fighting over this last one. He does win it. I think Red Alliance might have an extra algae there. Can't fully tell though. Eton throwing a couple onto that L1. Quick little double cycle. As both chill outs are now helping fill the reef for their respective alliances. Both alliances getting close to finishing their L2 to L4s. Just a couple more on either side, it looks like. It's going to come down to those L1s. It should be interesting to see how that works out here. Double cycling from Kaiju, whereas Novixi's just finishing up there. Looks like he's doing double cycling as well. Oh, misses that L1. 7 seconds left. Kaiju went earlier for the climb. Let's see if Novixity can still get up. 1 second, 0 seconds, and 8 points for the 8 points win for the Red Alliance there. 240 to 232. Really big scores. Kaiju, despite being a little bit behind in Teliop there, or in an overall score, behind Novixity, still pulls out the win. Looks like that algae difference may have mattered there. It was one extra, I believe, for Noah over Eton. And that will be a first match win for Pialunk. Off to a fantastic start. See if Rabbit Show changes anything up here. I'm not sure who exactly is available for this matchup, so they might have three. And they might switch one out if that might be maybe a double rust hounds would be good here if they have Gavin and Novixity, or if they want to fight more for that algae, have Novixity put a few more into the processor or something like that to try and win that battle there. We'll have to see in this next match. Off to the races. I think, yep, looks like the same alliances on both sides. As Auto comes to an end, Red was in the lead, but it's a tie now just after Auto. As Eton and Noah go straight for that algae, straight into the barge there. Eton a little bit ahead right now. Let's see if he can maintain that. I like this strategy here to knock the balls over, but he knocks one out of the field, bumping into his partner there. I'd have to communicate a little bit more so that they don't do that. I think it'd be more effective if if the balls actually ended up, or if the algae ended up where he's pushing them to. Well, despite that, they're still in this match, just a couple points behind the Red Alliance as Noah comes over to try and get that heal. It's going to mean that Blue is down in algae, unless Eton can get this last one from the Red Alliance. But it looks like, oh, knocked it out of his robot, maybe. Doesn't look like that will be possible, unfortunately. Not to neglect our Coral scores here, as Kaiju unfortunately gets a possession foul there. The reefs are looking similarly full, but Blue has a few more on there. A couple of L1s that Eton's just tossed on as well. Is certainly helping their case here for a rebuttal match. Noah now working his magic to score those L2. Oh, D scored. Unfortunate there. He's going to have to put that one back onto L2. Eton missing that L1, unfortunately. Try not to get in the way of his partner. Novixity gets a possession foul. Oh, it looks like they're missing an L4 there. Didn't realize. It's going to put them a little bit further ahead. Red's got a lot of catching up to do. They might need a climb block or something of that variety. Maybe just a miss climb to make up this deficit. L1s are only 2 points each, I believe. So, or one, maybe one or two. I don't remember. Either way, it's not going to be enough in the end. Blue takes the match back with 246 to 238. Novixity once again outscoring Kaiju 158 to 143. And it's going to be a 1-1 now in series score. Alrighty, we're just about to start here with our match number three. Seems like we're going to stick with the same um, alliances for each side. Yep, Noah Kaiju versus Navixity Eton. Once again, let's see who pulls out the win here. Eton missing one in auto. We'll see if that is going to cost them. Seems it may have as they come to a deficit out of auto here. Not letting that get them down, though. They're going straight for that algae, making sure that they don't fall behind there. Snow comes over to get a steal right out of scoring. Oh, that was close from Eton. He almost got punished by Kaiju, but manages to get away with it. Navixity is just in his own little world there, not too worried about Noah stealing that algae, but Eton does manage to get a foul off of Noah for his transgression. Both reefs looking about the same amount full, maybe a little bit more on blue. But red is still on top here. They are up in algae, it seems, off of Noah's steals, as Navixity gets a possession foul there. Unfortunate. It's hard to get the far side of the reef with double cycling without getting possession foul. You don't have much time to get there. As red is just about finished. Oh no, they still got a few on the front face here for Coral. Both teams still got little bit of scoring on the reef here to go. 35 seconds remaining. Red just a few points ahead. See if they can maintain that into end game here. Do you think it's interesting the strategy differences here as Eton goes for mostly L1s right off the or like just in general, whereas Noah scores a little bit more of the L2s and L3s that are remaining and has Kaiju help with the L1s after. As it comes down to the wire, it's 242 for red, 232 for blue. Just a 10-point gap there. Interesting seeing the contributions here. Looks like the story continues with Navixity keeping the contrib above Kaiju just by a few points each match, but Noah outscoring Eton in the same way. Maybe due to those difference in strategies there, as Navixity has more of the L2s and 3s at the end of the day, whereas Kaiju lets Noah score a few of them when he comes to do so at the end of the match after finishing up with the algae. That does mean that Pielunk is now on match point. One away from taking away a win here from Rabbit Show. Yeah, they respond. Alrighty, let's get into this match number 4. Ooh, a miss from Noah recovers it though. Both teams scoring furiously. Just a few seconds left in auto. And here we are, 53 to 40 something. You didn't catch what Red had there before they scored again. Eton's a little bit caught up on Noah, going for those steals as Noah did in the previous match. Didn't manage to get any, but Navixity this time, instead of the miscommunication that may have happened last time with the bumping into each other, has pushed the algae over to the barge zone on his own, which means that Eton has quite a bit shorter of cycles here than Noah will. Kaiju is also doing similar tactics, but maybe just one at a time. That being said, they're still neck and neck with that algae battle. Noah missing that one is going to Be a little bit of a heartbreaker for them, though, as they are a little bit down, almost 30 points actually down. It's going to be a hard deficit to come back from. That being said, they do have a couple of extra algae here. We'll see if they can abuse that. Oh, interesting scoring from Noah. There scores the fancy way, backwards, as they're just finishing up their reef here. Both teams scoring furiously on that L2s and L3s. As Noah goes to the other side of the field with 30 seconds remaining, seems like a common time to decide to switch to the defensive tactics. There's not very many L2s and L3s remaining for blue, but there are a couple on the far side. Let's see if they can get those. Noah returning to his own side of the field with 10 seconds left. Just a little bit of defense to put the pressure on. And we'll see if they can get this climb still. 2 seconds left. Both teams going. 211 to 236 for Blue Alliance win there. Looks like Navixity just kept the gap of Kaiju um, throughout the entire match there, and Eton kept even with Noah this time. So they got the win in the end. That'll bring this to a tie once again. Comes down to the last match, match number 5, to see who takes the win between these two very strong teams here. It'll be interesting to see as well how they. It would have been interesting to see how they compared when if they were in full power of 3v3, but we'll have to make do with this still banger of a match in 2v2. Alrighty, and we're getting underway with our last match of this series. As Noah misses his first cycle, unfortunately, or his first coral. It's going to put them maybe a little bit down out of auto. We'll see if they can recover from this. Vixity doing that 4-piece with the two L3s, two L4s. And he's pushing that algae over immediately, just as he's done previously. As Eton goes for a steal as well. So this is a prime position for Eton to win the algae battle here. We'll see if Noah comes on over to steal these back. Might get one here. We'll see if this ooh, penalty for 2 people on the other side. Got to be careful of that. They're still even on algae, so we'll see how this works out at the end of the day. But blue is up a significant amount here, almost 30 points. Kaiju goes back to scoring. Looks like Navixity missed a coral there, but maybe that'll just become fuel for Eton later, getting a possession foul as well. Once again, it's just a couple points, but it might start adding up if they're consistently getting fouls like that. Pressure is definitely on Navixity here as he misses an L3, I think it was. It was an L1 still, so it works out nonetheless. So we're in that front face now. Both teams look to be a little bit further behind than usual on the coral side with the time remaining. Just coming down to the 30-second mark, and it is a tie on both sides. We'll see who comes out with the win here. It's going to come down to the end. See if there's any shenanigans with the climbs or climb blocks or anything like that. Noah and Kaiju finishing up that reef here. Looks like Navixity still in an L4 left that might swing the match. They're still 2 points behind, though. L3, another L4 maybe for Eton. This is it. 1 second left. See if they can get the climbs. Oh, it looks like blue missed climbs there, unfortunately. It's going to mean that red does come away with the win. So Pialunk will win that 3-2. Whoops. There we go. Oh, alrighty. That does mean that Pialunk wins their first two series, wins their both their matches in week number one. Tough fight against Rabbit Show here, but does end up taking them down 3-2 there. Puts them in first place, solidly above Riptide. We'll see if Riptide can come back with a even stronger score against their second opponent. But I'm not exactly sure who we're checking out next, but we'll have to see. And looks like we're checking out the OGs versus Peak. A couple of teams that have not played yet. We haven't seen them play yet. OGs known for being a veteran team. And are all players that have been around for a long time now. Maybe not super active besides Dar though. Dar is definitely a strong scorer in Reefscape as well. And they're facing off against Parin, Eric, and Alex, 1629. Another strong team in Peak here. Eric and Alex are known to be Rust Towns, I think. As Parin is maybe, I don't know if Parin plays Rust Towns or Sub Zero, but we'll have to see once this match gets underway. That being said, seems like it'll be just another second here. So we'll keep on spieling. Alrighty. As far as I'm aware, Adam he's here. So oh, we're starting right now. Never mind. Save it for later.
Yes, if you're
Off
wondering,
to the
I don't
races. Match number one.
had to learn how to play this game, so very new. If you see me take 3 seconds to move an auto, it's because I'm trying to remember what buttons to push, but I get better, I promise.
Alrighty. That being said, they are off to a great start here. Blue in the lead right now by just a couple points. As we have potentially another guest commentator.
What's going on?
What's up, Brennan?
We're here to bring the hype for this
Nice.
very exciting
Welcome.
match. Unfortunately, I missed the very hype one that just happened, but
I know you missed a great match there between Pialunk and Rabbit Show. Unfortunately, it was
yeah,
2v2, but it did go to 5.
it was a banger.
So
I was
we'll
loosely
see
paying attention on the
how that
side.
goes. All good. Red is
Speaking of
pulling away
banger,
slightly.
it is close.
Yes, I
Blue have
was
a
correct
few more
there.
algae, I think,
It
but
does look like
less
blue has a couple more,
coral.
but red still has a couple to score. So we'll see
Oh,
if
Dak.
Dak.
Yeah,
That's not a
hate to see
great
it.
foul to get, but oh,
He
and he
gets
gets it
going.
stolen from him.
Good play from Alex there.
Yeah, heads up on that to make sure that Dak can't steal that remaining algae. He's going to drop it there for Parn to pick up at some point. Looks like he's coming back to do so now. Red extending their lead at this point. We'll see if they can continue to do so as Parn goes back to that defensive role on Dar. I think Dar will be a main target of defense in most of his matches, unfortunately, because the scoring capacity there. And for, as we just mentioned, no hate on Adam, but he just started, so I'm
He's
feeling that
better
Dar would
than
be a
me, so I can't trash talk too much, but yeah.
Dak doing a great job of shutting out Alex here, stopping him from picking up that coral.
Yeah, late climb here for red. He's gonna probably get it. No problem. Oh, a little bit
Yeah,
of a bonk at the
255.
end, but
High
chilling.
score for the Red Alliance, but both Dar and Eric break that 100-point barrier. Dar being your MVP of 109 points. Unfortunately, it does really come down to that secondary score. It seems Adam not scoring quite enough to match up to Alex in that match. Dak and Parn being on similar terms there, both on the Sub-Zero robot. It happens sometimes.
I mean, that just sounds like a play that I would make right now, so
Yeah. Alrighty, that does mean that Peak takes the first match here. We'll see if the OGs can pull out anything special for this second match. I'm not sure exactly what they need to change. Seems like maybe a little bit
probably
more
score
defense or
more,
something.
be less bad, something like that. Nah, in reality, they're pretty respectable.
Hmm. At the end of auto here, looks like Red comes out with the win, 10-point lead.
Yeah. Just a big
As the battle
difference maker.
begins for Algae.
Yeah, it's interesting because you got to clear off the algae pretty quickly for the rust hounds to have a place to. Oh, he glitched
Oh,
into
Dar
the into the thing. That's pretty brutal. And it
gonna
oh
force
it
a
bounced out
reset there,
actually.
but
Pretty
it
sure that
does
bounced
bounce
out.
out. Yeah, it
So it's
did.
kind of good, but it goes to the red side, so probably net nothing happened. But I was super lucky to get what bounce out with
With
how
nothing,
few
no
there are
algae
in
in there
there.
to bounce it. Yeah,
Yeah.
against.
That being said, red looking pretty commanding still right now.
Yep, still far in the lead. Dar getting slowed down a little bit, but he's right back into that scoring mindset.
Oh, there's a bounce out again for the red alliance this time. So it's kind of 1-1 in terms of bounce outs, but
Yeah, it
see
might
if
be a good idea for
blue
to focus more on this
algae
algae
play.
if they're not gonna play defense or
Uh,
anything. Oh,
yeah.
Dar,
Oh, he
no.
didn't score. Oh no, he went for the
The
show
pinch
play
style
and
point
oh, I get stolen from too. Yeah, that's just
as Alex puts it in their own processor. Let's see if it gets a bounce out. Doesn't seem
doesn't.
to be the case.
Yeah.
That's okay though. All algae out of play now in the barge.
Yeah, I
Both
mean at this
alliances.
point it's kind of just Red's got this easily, but
Yeah, we'll see.
yeah,
In spite of a couple missed climbs and a foul or two, then
some great
seems like
great bump
Red
there
will
from Dak.
have the advantage here.
Dak
It's a good placement here, Dak.
hit
Because
Eric
Red,
and like his coral just went flying. It was crazy.
yes, Red is out of algae or coral on the other
Coral.
side,
Yeah.
so they're forced to go into the Dak defense there. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter as Red pulls out the win with 280 to 233 here.
Yeah, two players cracking 100. Kind of wild.
Yeah, it's really showcasing their scoring potential there on the Rust Hand robots.
Yeah, this
Are in that
OG's
supportive role.
team OG's kind of strikes me as a team that probably will start off a little bit slower and has the potential to kind of really get up there by the end.
And get good, yeah.
Now, Peak I think is pretty respectable already,
Yeah, they got
but
some
maybe
strong
they're
scorers already.
maybe they're already near their peak, I guess, of performance though.
Yes, yeah.
So, but I mean, for now, that's clearly good enough.
Yeah, they're doing quite well here. We'll see who they face off in later rounds and see if they match up against some other strong teams here.
And this is the
That
first
being
match for
said,
both these teams, right? We haven't seen
it's
either of
first
them
match
play
for
yet.
both of them, correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
That
All
being
right.
said, it is match point for Peak. Third match. See if they can 3-0 the OGs team.
Yeah, looking likely, I think. Like they have it pretty well in hand, I think. Um,
Yeah, I have to say it's looks to be the case that they will take it pretty handedly, but
oh, Dar missed.
you never
Dropped
know.
a coral. Yeah, I
Also
mean,
quite slow to
early
get to
on
this algae,
already.
but
Okay,
I
we're
don't like
seeing.
this
Oh,
from
that's
Dart
brutal.
though.
Especially early on. Like, do that later when
Yeah, if you're gonna do
the mist
processor,
is
I
up.
think you should wait until later into
Yeah.
the
Unless
game.
I guess you think that you're getting stolen from, in which case maybe it's fine. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely true. Well, yeah, I mean, there's definitely advantages to it, but I think they might need those points. They need to keep a couple of those algae around so that they can try and get a cycle going of bounce outs.
Honestly, it does seem like both their teleops are pretty similar. It's the auto that Peak is just a lot stronger in, to be honest.
Based off contribution, it seems that it's mostly the Adam debuff.
Yeah,
The Adam versus Alex matchup is what's costing them there, both in
big
teleop and
defense
auto.
and pass that algae over. Get a foul
Mhm.
here.
Oh, big
Nice.
foul
Draws the foul.
on Parn. Oh, big steal
Probably
though,
should have
just at the same time.
stopped. Yeah, probably should have stopped him from scoring, but yeah, still worth it.
Yeah, works out. They're a little bit closer now. That being said, they are still down, so we'll see if they can make up this gap here.
Yeah.
The
The
longer
problem
it
is
goes,
this.
though, the harder it is because
Yeah,
the
this gap is
point values go
massive.
down.
Unfortunately, it's like
Dak's gonna do
some
his best
completely
here, or
failed
her
climb
best here.
and some better teleop plays. What Blue needs, and Dar drops in another coral.
Yeah, there is now only 30 seconds remaining, and Red has once again run out of coral on the other
Gonna
side,
go
other
for
station
D.
there.
Well, this is insane D, by the way. Okay, well,
Oh, he gets fouled for
I
it.
trolled. I mean,
It
it was still like a long time blocked, to be honest. And look,
was a
trying to
good
block
time.
the climb.
Oh,
Oh,
another.
that's okay. Maybe that's the throwing that Red needed, but it's not, or that Blue needed, but
The
it's
blue
still not
needed,
enough.
but not quite enough there.
Yeah. I
Defense
mean,
seems to be effective in that match. Dar dropping down from his usual 100-point contribution down to 87 there.
it was I even though it was a bit troll, like I respect and admire that kind of play from players with Eric there, just going for the crazy like defense
Yeah, you might
attempt.
as well get used to trying to do it in case there's a match where it's necessary.
Yeah.
That being said, it will be a 3-0 for Peak there. Great start
Yeah,
for
nicely
them
done
in
from Peak.
their series.
Very strong. Now OG still looked good, so
Yeah,
definitely can't
OG
count them out
did
against other
quite well in
people,
their
but
match still, so we'll see how they perform in their later match as well.
yeah, I don't know exactly where I would put them, like rank wise. Somewhere in the
Yeah,
mid
this
pack, probably upper mid
yeah,
pack.
upper mid pack, I would think. Rabbit Show seemed pretty good still, better than them maybe I would say, and then PLong still seemed better than them
Yeah, and
probably
then
still.
I would probably put Riptide still above them right now as well. It's close though. And we haven't seen Kryptonite play, who's also very strong, so
True. There's a lot of good teams in this. We'll see.
yeah.
Kryptonite versus Cooked seems to be up next, so we'll see. See another two teams that have not played yet.
Yeah, Kryptonite definitely one of the favorites, I would say, like potential number one teams. So
Yeah,
that's going
very
to be
strong here.
And then Cooked is basically unknown to me, at least. I know that Celeste has played some events slash ranked. I haven't seen the others play at all.
I can't say I have either, so we'll
So
have to wait and see until we see this
yeah,
matchup here. I'm not even sure what kind of robot composition they'll do.
yeah, I got
If
no
they
clue
have
either.
a chill out robot, or if they're just going to do triple rust hounds, I'm not sure. We'll see.
But it is going to be
Yep.
hype. I'm excited to see what Kryptonite puts up. I expect them
Yep.
to kind of thoroughly dominate here, but uh,
Yeah.
it is a matter
Abyss
of how much can they win by, and then also how much of a fight Team Cooked can put up
can
as
put
kind
up
of an
here. Yep.
unknown quantity.
Mm-hmm. Abyss and Ebac both strong scorers here, and E-Man has been known for his defense, so that might play a role as well.
Yeah, I think think play that's like intangibles like that, or well, not necessarily intangibles, but things that are kind of unique, really benefit alliances or teams,
Yeah,
which makes me rate them extremely highly because of the versatility.
absolutely.
Uh,
Yeah,
so yeah, like personally, I have this team as like probably the number one team right now, at least, but having not really seen much, but obviously there's other teams that could definitely compete with them. But
absolutely.
we'll see how they perform. Triple. Oh, it's actually
One chill out. One
no
chill
chill
out
out
on
on
the
red.
yeah. No chill out on red. Triple rust sounds on red.
So maybe that does change my opinion on Kryptonite here, but we'll see how they play.
One thing Blue's gonna have to watch out for is those bounce outs because they are gonna be filling up their own.
Chill
Oh, they're
out.
actually putting some
Chill out's
into
playing
the
processor.
processor. It's interesting.
It was
Trying to prevent
close
the
out of
bounce
auto
outs.
actually, but now red's getting a little bit further ahead.
Fouls across the board. Fell on E-Man and fell on Abyss at the same
Abyss.
time.
Yeah,
Keeping them
those
close in this
couple.
match.
With the double cycling, I feel like you have to have some sort of defender on them, unless your double cycling is good. But it's just so strong that if you're not doing something to match that or combat it, then you're in trouble, I think. Abyss is
Yes,
really
for
running
sure.
away. Oh,
Abyss
the
does get
foul though.
another foul there, but Celeste also got a foul. So
Missed the score there.
and
E-Man playing some good D.
Celeste foul is a 6 pointer, where Abyss is only 2 points.
Actually, blue is really close here. This is
Blue's doing an
extremely
excellent
surprising to
job.
me.
Yeah,
Now we've seen a lot of red fouls, to be fair, but
yeah. There's
I
been a
guess
good number on E-Man and a couple on Abyss as well.
another big
Making them
factor
maybe a
is
little
the
bit
algae
closer.
play, which basically don't really have very strong algae play with the
Yes, but it
triple
might
rust
start swinging now as they get very high chance of
bounce
bounce
back.
backs.
And not
Seems
that
like
one.
they're getting quite unlucky with those though,
Oh,
as they
foul on
keep
E-Man.
just
Okay,
staying
there's
in
one, but
there.
it goes
Goes out of the
outside the
field.
field, so not that useful.
Unfortunate there.
And looks like that one's outside the field too. Just the way they've landed. E-Man's just getting farmed for fouls here. This is uh,
Unfortunate to see. I'm not sure
yeah.
that's the best
I mean, red has just gotten like an absurd amount of fouls called against them. Uh, oh, just gonna
another
get one back.
foul on blue lines. Yeah, this time. That does put them quite well ahead at the end of the match here. Going up to 298 to 263. It looks like blue may miss some climbs there to make that
A little bit closer. Could have been closer.
a little bit closer. Yeah.
A great fight from Team Cook, to be honest. Uh,
Yeah, absolutely true.
vastly exceeded my expectations for sure. And I think
That being
uh,
said,
a lot of their
sorry,
score
go
was
ahead.
from fouls.
Yeah, a lot
But
of it, I do think a good portion of that came from the fouls, but that's
I
okay
mean,
there.
some of those were definitely them abusing E-Man's
Yeah,
lack of good defensive play there, I think.
yeah. fouls are still points, and they're by no means anything to scoff at. So
Yeah.
here we are. Abyss also getting a great contribution there. I believe it was 125 or something like that. And that does put Kryptonite one up in this series. We'll see
Yeah.
if they can keep it clean. It was a close match. They might want to try
Yeah,
and
even with all those fouls, they still won by a pretty comfortable margin.
yeah,
So if they just play it less, um, less foul prone, I guess, then
yeah.
they should probably be walking with this one very in hand, but you never know.
Yeah, we'll have to see in this next match. I think Team Cook had the right idea there for match strategy, at least. Maybe the only thing to keep an eye out for is that bounce backs. That if Red doesn't get so unlucky as they did this match, they might get more out of it.
I would like to see them play some D on Abyss, to be honest.
Hmm.
Because he was getting some fouls
A lot
there,
of
and
double cycles.
if you put some pressure on that, like he's gonna have a lot less scoring production and potentially more fouls. So
Yeah,
yeah, Blue really going hard on the algae in the processor right out of the gate. Which, to be honest, I don't like, but it is
Red's
clearing
doing the
them.
same, but
Yeah, but they have no option.
true. But also Red's managing to get some bounce back. They've already got two out at bounce backs, I believe. They go to the blue side, but at least they're not. Oh, they're another one.
Yeah, we definitely see some defensive play now from Celeste and the Blue Alliance. More guarding the processor.
Yeah, it makes sense. They're a little bit scared of those bounce outs now that they've abused it a little bit more, and they're just waiting for their
Yeah,
own chill out to get rid of as
and
many of those as they can.
E-Man's causing some havoc here on the Blue Alliance. Surely
Yeah, they
that's a
just
foul though.
can't manage to get
How is
around.
okay there? Okay, he's got
Does
to
get
get
a
out of there
foul.
though. He's gonna get another one. Oh, just timed it perfectly.
Is getting a couple of possession fouls as well. So still feeding the fouls, but they're
Yeah,
just
bigger
about
gap
50
this
points
time.
ahead. So
Yeah,
it's already pretty insurmountable as Blue has only scored L4s and one
ooh,
L1, it
another
looks like.
foul. Honestly, Blue Alliance is doing really good job against E-Man. Uh, yeah, there's another one. Yep. Oh,
Yeah,
he's
they're doing
trying to push to the
fantastic
other
with the
side to get the foul, maybe.
yeah. Comes right back over though.
I mean, he isn't scoring anything, to be fair, but oh, there's a foul. Oh, and he's stuck.
Gets hit by
Gonna
his
come help.
teammate and saves him.
I think he's glitched into the climber though.
Oh, E-Man's stuck now too.
Oh no. Oh my
E-Man has to
goodness.
reset.
Actually disaster.
Catastrophe.
But they're still up by like 40 points. It doesn't
Yep,
matter.
and happens across an algae at the end there. Oh, it doesn't actually go in though, so it doesn't matter. That being said, 263 for the Red Alliance there. Abyss just barely breaking that 100-point barrier this time. And 210 for the Blue Alliance. Getting a little bit wrecked by that defense, but also getting a good number of penalty points off of it. So
Yeah.
maybe a little bit of an even trade there. Hard to say.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. Just kind of net neutral-ish.
Yeah, probably main difference there is they weren't playing really any defense on Abyss. I think it was maybe not a bad idea to play defense on the processor bounce out stuff that was going on, but maybe start with defense on Abyss to get him off the double cycling and then switch the processor when necessary.
Yeah.
Something along those lines could bring them closer to a victory here, taking one off of Kryptonite.
What's great about not competing in this TLS is I get to leak all of my ideas on strategies and stuff and try and help people out.
Oh
Normally I have
yeah,
to be like, oh yeah, you'll have to wait and see what we do. But Yeah, I mean, to be honest though, like this game doesn't have that much variety in what you can do.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot that
I will
you can
say
do strategy wise, but
the triple rust hounds, at least early here for Kryptonite, is I think something that they're gonna have to work on. I don't think that this is gonna cut it at the highest level.
yeah, might falter against good double rest hound single sub zero
Yeah. Okay,
alliances.
we see a change up on defense. Skyblocker going over this time instead of Celeste for the Blue Alliance. See if they try and pick up some of those algae that got knocked out.
It looks
They
like
are
they're
playing on
focusing
Abyss as
on
well, which is good. I think that's smart.
yeah,
Definitely slows
abyssive.
them
Yeah,
down.
forcing him to single, and he already missed one, which I don't
Yeah.
think we've really seen. He's gotten fouls, but he hasn't actually missed a placement
Evac
as
is
far as
strong
I
too, but
remember.
it doesn't seem like Evac seems very confident with the double cycling.
Yeah, it's best to focus your efforts on one side there and just try and
Nice pass there from Skyblocker and
yeah.
from
Oh,
E-Man.
and
Oh,
it goes right
back
back.
over. Nice.
They're just playing ping
Oh, he
pong.
got Celeste stuck. Okay, no. He's gonna recover. It's like part of their intake stuck in the wall.
Yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, it's like wheels remnants of
Yeah.
their intake in the wall there.
Yeah. A nice
Even
pass
shows
there
up.
from E-Man,
Oh,
and
this
then
foul.
directly into the foul zone. All right. Well, I mean, this is pretty close, to be honest. Like, Blue's
It's
still in
close.
this.
20 points. Could come
I
down
mean,
to climbs if they miss climbs.
it's definitely like still pretty comfortable for Red here, but it's not.
Yes. Yeah. Another
Oh,
foul on E-Man.
yeah. I
They're
mean, it is
keeping
good
this
that
gap.
E-Man. It is good that E-Man is like fully committing, not scared. Like when you get the foul, you play the 5 seconds out. But
Yes. Yeah. Red's starting to get these bounce back as well. Those. So
yeah.
we'll have to
Oh,
watch
blue
this.
blue got one. It's
15
only a
seconds
few
left.
seconds left though. Another blue bounce back. I'd like to see Celeste just go for the core for the
Oh,
algae. I mean,
catastrophe on Red Climber though. 5 seconds
yeah,
left.
but
They're
blue is
catching
so
up.
late to it. I don't think that's gonna be enough. But
Oh,
I mean,
they
yeah,
flashed
I mean,
238, so they were close, but looks like they missed some climbs and
honestly,
wasn't quite enough.
very strong performance here from Team Cooked, from a team that I thought that are playing against a team that I thought might be the best team in the league. I think right now they're clearly not, largely because of their robot composition, but there's plenty of
Yes,
time for them to
it
evolve
has
how
some
they play.
weaknesses, but
But they
we'll
got the
definitely
W on
see.
the board, which is the thing that matters the most right now. So
Exactly. They got the 3-0 to start off with. We'll see what they can do in their second match. Coming up to the rankings here, Bielunk with their 2 wins are still in first, but Kryptonite does jump up to second there with their 3-0.
can you remind me how the playoff is structured and like seeding and stuff and how that works?
That's an excellent question that we may have decided, and I don't recall at this moment,
Okay, fair enough.
to be quite honestly.
Alrighty, well, we get to see Kryptonite again against Checkmate, who is a bunch of older players that are not very good at this game,
Oh
to be blunt.
yeah.
But
It-
maybe they're the kind of team that can improve and can take it. But I think it's
it
gonna
was.
be.
I mean, I'm one of those players, and I gotta say, it was a blast. Just 3 players that don't play this game, or just like, let's play, and then first game or against Kryptonite. So I mean, we'll see how this goes. No spoilers, but
Yeah, I mean, once again, I think Kryptonite playing, you know, some of the at least weaker rated teams early on paper. Um,
it might actually help them because they're gonna work out their kinks with
yeah, and
either
it's
strategy or
honest.
robot composition.
it's
But it
honestly
also
good
might
for
give them
both
false
sides.
confidence. Not sure.
Yeah, right. If they just go on a huge win streak,
Hmm.
don't have to play against any of the other. But I think they probably know that these teams are, you know, it's not like Checkmate has a bunch of players that actually play Reefscape, so they're
Yes,
probably
yeah.
not expecting Checkmate to be a top team. And I mean, we'll see where they end off or start off because we haven't seen them play yet. But yeah, imagining they're kind of on the lower end to start at least.
Alrighty, straight into this match. It's gonna be weird commentating myself, but here we go.
Hey, I've done it before.
Strong score from both sides, but red is blowing blue out of the water right now. 72 to 44. Very strong auto from red. As Eman goes straight to defense there.
Yeah, so it's going to
Casey
be
doing the same.
interesting to see how E-Man does against this team and see if Checkmate is going to abuse the fouls or if it was kind of just a bad day for E-Man or maybe a good day from Team Cooked in the last match.
Right. Unfortunately from C there, just dropping his score a little bit. Just got past the defense and then dropped his score, which is always it happened again. I got it at one, I think. Casey doing some great defense over here on eBack though, as
Yeah,
he
so I think
throws one into the processor. Got to watch for these bounce outs.
Checkmate wise,
Let me
you're
get
the
it.
the most practiced Reefscape player, I would
I
assume,
I think so. Yeah.
than Casey.
Oh,
And then like
as a little
honestly,
bit of insight,
I don't know if
of
Curtis has
insight,
played anything. Oh,
Curtis has played a little bit. That's C4678, by the way.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
good job from Casey there.
trading fouls.
And Casey um, hadn't he scored a few pieces, but I think he's only ever attempted to score in auto in this game, and
Okay. So about the
usually
same
he
level
doesn't
as
get it.
as me.
Sometimes one.
Yeah, about the same level as me. I am pretty terrible at this game.
That being said, it's a bit of a gap here. 40 points, 20 seconds left.
Yeah, but it's not like ginormous. We've definitely seen bigger gaps. Oh, that's a good foul from E-Man recovery. And a drop from Logan. Another foul bait. They're just trying to bait the fouls. Oh man. Oh, what? Okay. Uh
Catastrophe at the end of the game there. Seems like we somehow lost 50 points there. Doing something. I don't know. E-Man has some magic in this game. He was just bumping or Curtis when he was on the cage. He was climbed and he's just bumping him. Like, bro, he's already climbed. How are you bumping him?
that's crazy.
Anyways,
I mean, people
that
have
being
these like
said,
weird climbs too, where they're not like actually locked onto the cage.
yes,
Like,
yeah.
I don't
People
really
got some
understand
fancy
all that
climbs. We
the
just got the
mechanics,
regular old stuff.
but
Got
no,
the
those are
spinny little
pretty
thing.
cool.
Well, there we have it. Kryptonite taking the first match over Checkmate here.
Yeah. I
And we're gonna
mean,
get straight into the second match. What do you think we need to do to have a better chance here, Brian?
actually play the game probably and
Ah,
practice.
that's
Like
gonna be tough.
yeah. Like I think that there's probably not much hope for this matchup just because of the skill gap, but with these players, I think that there's an opportunity to kind of be competitive. Oh, huge blocking fouls there on E-Man.
Yeah, gets a pinning foul and a zone foul
Yeah.
simultaneously, almost. As I whiff the ball. Red
I mean,
Alliance scoring away on those L2s and 3s. Abyss going mostly unchecked here. Casey Plinky on
obviously,
back.
just talking about checkmate again. Like two of these players have won TLS before, and one of them was finalists. So they're definitely not strangers to doing well in TLS, but they did play the game a lot more back then. So really depends on how much time is put in, probably.
Yeah, I mean, I think from my perspective, as long as we can get that practice in and we get to a reasonable level, I think we do
To,
have a couple of interesting strategy ideas that might come out later when we're a little bit more capable of pulling them
yeah.
off.
I really like that play between you and C right there, where C was holding up E-Man, and then you came in behind and just got the zone foul on E-Man. Just being
Yeah,
aware
we
of
did.
things like that.
Mhm.
When somebody's playing defense against you, working together is a big deal, and not every alliance is going to do that. But that being said, match outlook looking grim for Blue Alliance here.
Yeah, just a small bit behind here as fouls are getting traded back and forth on the other side of the field there.
Yeah.
We're getting a good number of our own, but it's not
Oh, Casey
not
stuck.
enough to make a
Casey
difference.
is stuck on top of Eback. Eback trying to get him to a foul zone, and looks like he's gonna get him. Gets the reset, but he resets on top of Logan. No, no. You hate to see it, and it's like 100-point win here, nearly.
Small gap, to be honest. You could have
Yeah.
won that easily.
I mean, what's your opinion on like triple O versus 1-0 or like one defense? I guess basically, it's like feel like
I think it's highly dependent. I think as of now, at least, I haven't seen defense that's like convincing to be like
yeah,
super worth.
I
Because
agree.
there are a lot of foul zones that I feel like you can, if you work together, you
You can
can
get
punish it, like we
punished
did
hard
on
for.
E-Man here.
Yeah,
Even though
I
we
do
did
think
get a lot of fouls, like we just couldn't score under that defense. Still, where
it's
you still have to have some
fairly
ability to
strong
score and then
into
do
a
that.
team like Kryptonite, I think, where right now they're playing triple Rust Towns, where you can
Yes,
really
yeah.
shut down their algae play like completely. Is one
Yeah,
of the big things. But
which we
you know,
did do in that match, but it didn't
yeah, it's not
didn't pan
enough.
out quite as well.
Yeah, but yeah, I think versus like a standard alliance composition, it's maybe not very good.
Yeah, we'll have to check out what we have in store in the future here.
Well,
Coming
match
into match
point
three.
Kryptonite. Probably going to seal it off, but we'll have to see. They do have to execute. Speaking of executing, Eback fumbling a bit with the pickup in auto.
Don't worry about me here scoring. Oh, I did get one. Let's go.
Nice. I honestly was not paying attention. I was paying attention to the team that was scoring more points.
That makes sense.
But we see E-Man right back on the defense, and the same with Casey. And there you go. That working together to try and get the foul, and E-Man gets another foul.
Just drives into it.
Yeah,
Don't have to work too hard when he drives into it there.
I mean it's pretty close right now. Still lots
Yeah,
of
just a
match
few
play though.
points.
Probably the closest gap we've seen is E-Man probably going to get fouled here again, if I had to guess. He's trying to bait the foul, but he did not. And he gets fouled here? No. You're not quite on the
Wasn't
ball
paying
with that one.
attention.
Yeah.
Unfortunate for there.
So we look at Casey's. There's a lot of drops there from Eback. Definitely causing a lot of havoc for the Red Alliance. Just keeping you guys in this. Get a foul here. Yeah, nice. Great play from Casey.
These drops are actually quite problematic for
You
triple
can't pick
rust
it up
down
as easily.
alliances. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it blocks
And
your own pickups.
and you don't like those are dead. You can't use them ever
Yeah.
again, and people run out of coral. So
It becomes problematic towards the end of the match for sure.
yeah, and we'll see how that plays out. Casey gets a steal on the algae, sends it to the other side of the field, gets another one pushed over, and Logan's gonna pick that one up again. I really do think if Blue had a little, like one strong Rusthound player, they would probably be doing really well in this match. It's really close, but still there's like a big gap in terms of scoring performance, I think, between the Red Alliance and Blue Alliance. But this is
Yes.
crazily close. Just really doing well, abusing the fouls on E-Man with the defense. And oh, that's a bad foul one to take. Got to get that climb. It's not going to be a lot of time trying to block the climb, and yeah, unfortunately not able to get it. But honestly, that was a pretty respectable result there from Checkmate match 3. Closer than I would have thought.
All props to Casey there, bringing down their score quite a bit there.
Yeah, I
This
mean we
team is
definitely saw that
averaging
that
pretty
impact
high in their
on
last match.
eBack.
So.
Yeah, eBack down at 60. I feel like he's definitely a lot stronger than that normally. And then yeah, the 53 from C, no shade, but that's definitely not a competitive rust down score. Now he did have defense, to be fair, like
Good
all the
full-time
time.
defense. Yep.
So, but yeah, I would think that probably a full-time defended player would be more in the like 80 range, if I had to guess, of if like the top players, maybe even higher. But that's a solid foundation, to be honest, to work from. I don't
I
think
haven't
this
updated
is
this yet, but one
updated yet, but
second.
yeah, Kryptonite
There
is
you go.
yeah 2 wins, huge. So yeah, they
Up
are at
there
the
with
top of the
Bielak at
table
the top.
basically
Hmm.
right now. But to be honest, I think they're a little bit weaker than I thought they would be. So far at least.
Yeah,
Still
quite
early
wasn't quite as
days, but
convincing. Yeah.
yeah, the wins weren't as convincing, and they were playing uh I think slightly worse competition than some of the other teams. So
Hmm.
it's going to be interesting to see how they develop and when they play some of the teams that maybe people consider a bit more competitive. I don't know where I rate Checkmate. Uh, you know, I really honestly don't know. Probably in the bottom 2.
Have to
uh,
agree with you there.
but there's a lot of potential there with that setup. It just really depends on how much they want to try hard, I guess.
Yeah, we'll see. I will say that that was actually our second match. I forgot that was we technically played that one second. So
Oh, okay. Well, that was after a little bit of practice. So
yeah, we practiced. I think we practiced for like half an hour before that match.
okay, nice.
That was pretty good. All
All
right,
right, this
interesting matchup here.
yeah, because we saw Rabbit was very strong, but they played 2v2s, and I think that
Hmm.
really helps Rabbit show with Navixty specifically, who has been notoriously not strong under defense.
Yeah.
And when you have 2v2s, you can't really. I don't think you can really play D, to be honest. Like at least not full time D. So oh well,
Unfortunate there. We just got info that this
that's
is a 2v2. I
yeah.
don't know if we're on stream for that, but
Yeah. So I mean, then I think Rabbit Show probably should should be fine here, but
hmm
I am really interested to see Rabbit Show play 3v3. Honestly,
yeah,
Eton is
it will be
very
interesting.
good. He was very like mechanically strong. I saw in the with the Sub-Zero, and then Gavin I
Yep.
think is pretty respectable as well.
Yeah, he's a strong
Very good
single player
dude to play.
scorer. I haven't seen much of him in multiplayer because I don't play that much, but yeah, probably also up there in the scoring.
Yeah, and I really just feel like Team Cooked, their first match, we saw them play very well together. Like they had good chemistry and stuff. So Alrighty.
Let's see how this goes.
Here we go. So it is no Navixty. So that's actually, I think, pretty unfortunate for red. Like
Yeah, he's a very
Navixty is
strong
definitely
scorer, so we'll
their
have to
best
see here.
scorer for sure. But like Gavin's putting in work. It
Yeah,
is
but it
tied
is
though.
a tie out of auto. He did get a
Yeah.
4-piece. Eton unfortunately only getting 1 in that one, so maybe with a stronger auto from Eton,
Yeah,
they
we are
could
seeing
look to
double
win there.
double cycling from Gavin, so we definitely know he's a higher level player for sure. And it looks like Celeste isn't double cycling, so that is going to be a lot of work for the Blue Lions to kind of
To catch
overcome
up here.
the course of a
Hmm.
match. May start off pretty close, but
Being said, Blue is a little bit ahead in
Algae,
Algae.
yeah, outperforming Aton, which is impressive from Skyblocker,
It is,
doing
yeah.
really well.
But he's coming
Double
over to
possession
steal.
foul.
Let's see if they can stop him from doing
Oh,
so.
nice foul.
Did he get a
Didn't
foul?
block the steal, but still good.
Foul for the steal
It
is
is really
okay.
close.
Yeah, coming
Now, one
really.
big thing though is red has not done any of the L4s on the other side, so that's
Yeah, they're
gonna
missing a bunch of L4s.
launch them pretty quickly here. Even though blue is ahead right now, once they start to fill those out, I feel like the red line score is gonna balloon pretty heavily in front. Blue kind of colliding each other. Both of them missed, I think, as well. Red's gonna start cleaning this up, and yeah, you can see them now 10 points ahead. See Eton maybe focus on L1s now that, well, I guess there's still a decent number of posts, but transition to L1s pretty soon.
Yeah, I do
Uh,
think that Sub Zero is good at L4s as well, so I don't mind him doing L4s right now.
yeah,
It's
but he
really
could
the L2s
do
and 3s that he's struggled with.
yeah.
But now that Gavin's doing L1s, Eton should be doing L1s, and Gavin should be doing
Honestly, dude, Team Cooked is
L4s.
good. Like the fact that
I
they're
mean, they're
this
winning.
competitive. Well, wait, I actually am trolling. What? Oh, yeah. Okay,
Oh,
the
they're not winning.
scoreboard is
Yeah, yeah,
backwards.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I was like looking at the teams, I'm like, what? Okay, yeah,
Yeah, I
they
was gonna say
didn't
they
win.
weren't winning, and then I looked down, and was like, oh, they're winning. I was like, oh, no,
Yeah, when you said that,
they're
I'm like,
close to
what? No,
winning.
they're not. 135 from Gavin. Look at that.
Yeah, very strong. It's hard to compete with that there. Impressive though from Skyblocker though, 95 on the Sub Zero,
Yeah, I think
outscoring his Rust Hounds.
Celeste maybe not the best match. I don't know what their level is normally, but that was probably the
I
difference
am
maker at
not
least.
sure either, unfortunately, but
Yeah.
yes, I do believe in their last match though. Celeste was uh he was playing some defense.
Yeah, they had one match where they were playing defense, but they were kind of Skyblocker was also playing a match with defense too, so I don't know.
I think Celeste played defense twice, and then they switched Skyblocker for the last match.
I thought they didn't play defense the first match, but I could be wrong on that one.
That could be correct. Yeah.
But I mean, good things showing from Rabbit Show. To be honest, like it seems like Gavin and Navixity are very, very strong. Rust
Or is
Hounds.
at least under no defense. We haven't
Yeah,
seen the 3v3 obviously,
yeah.
but it's definitely scary
They
to
look
have two
scary.
people that are capable of like 130s
Yeah, yeah.
solo contrib.
Yeah, so interesting to see what's gonna come up next, I guess. I mean, Rabbit Show is looking like the best or second best team. They had a very
Yeah, they look
close
really
match
good.
with Plunk. Um, they could be the other like top two teams. Those two, to be honest, are probably my top two right now. And then I don't know. Peak and Kryptonite. Honestly, Team Cooked looks pretty good. Like,
Yeah, Team Cook. Riptide is also quite good. It's a competitive stat or a competitive
TLS.
league here.
Yeah. Yeah, but obviously still want to see C3v3 from Rabbit Show. But
Getting this
oh,
next match underway.
we have Navixty. So they've probably had all three players here, I guess, and they just were nice enough to do 2v2s.
Right.
So this is going to be interesting because there's no Sub-Zero, weaker algae play.
Mm-hmm.
So Skyblocker could definitely make a huge difference here, potentially.
Yeah, they got to be careful of these bounce outs though. If they put a lot into the,
Okay, yeah, see, look, they're
they're already
doing
getting
some
bounce outs.
process here.
This is probably a strategy to try and go against having a lot of bounce outs, but I just generally think it's a slower processor robot than. I mean,
The other
it can
one,
be about the
yeah.
same. It's just mechanically harder.
I feel like it's probably better to just put them still in the net, but just way towards the center of the field.
They do kind of
Or
even
maybe,
out if you put too many.
mm,
They kind of bounce like that red one just did, or the one in the bars just did there.
oh,
They like
I
to
don't like
they'll
waiting
line up
here
in a
for
line. Yeah. Ooh,
big
Gavin got a
fouls.
foul.
I want to see Skyblocker go to the other side of the field now, probably.
Yeah, start stealing some.
Bounce out there for Navixty.
It's really got to shut down these bounce outs, otherwise they're gonna run away with this match.
Yeah. How is that not a foul, by the way?
That's
Didn't
because
touch the blue cage. That's insane.
there's two raised cages, so it's a lot easier to go through.
Oh, I see. I see.
Because you're missing one player, and then the raised cage from
The Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero. Yeah,
Navixty just plowing him in.
missed that last one, but it's still gaining them a lot of points here.
Yeah.
These last couple have bounced out of the field, unfortunately, so they're not going to get too much from that. No bounce outs, but it's still 6 points versus 2 points for those ones.
Much more dominant lead here for the Red Alliance.
Mm-hmm.
The Rabbit Show.
I think if they are playing this, it might be worth doing a defender on them, or at least a
Yeah.
defender, a stealer. Like you play defense and steal until they're all
315 and
gone.
2v2s is kind of crazy.
Yeah, both breaking 120 there. 134 for Navixity and 123 for Gavin. Celeste is cool doing well as
Much
well.
better
Doing
match.
much better, yeah.
Yeah,
110.
they scored like, what did they score? 60 or 70, 80? I don't
I
remember.
think it was 80 or so in their last match there. They scored 0 apparently.
Yeah.
That being
Alrighty,
said,
it
it
is
is
match.
match point for Rabbit Show. Yeah. Looks like they've got a pretty significant lead here. It's gonna be hard for Team Cook to win this one, I think.
Now we got
As
the
they go back to
Navixty
Eton.
Eton.
Yeah. All the different combos.
Yeah. I don't know. Team Cooked has definitely been my biggest surprise
Yeah,
of like how
underdogs for
strong they
sure.
are.
Yeah. I mean, they mostly came out of nowhere for me, at least, and they quite strong.
Yeah.
So
I mean, the community is definitely very like name recognition bias in
it
terms of
is.
how
Yeah.
they rate people. So, um, yeah, if you don't have nice job by Skyblocker and nice job by Celeste just punishing Eton, not letting him do that.
And not letting him
He's
take
gonna go
a
the other
algae
side.
while
Yeah.
they have the protection as well.
Following up with it. And okay, Eton. Yes. Meanwhile, Skyblocker got a steal off on the other side. That's really strong Sub-Zero play, to be honest. I've been
I would have liked to
really
see him
impressed
like
with
just
them.
kind of push through that to get the foul because he had Eton on top of him, but
Oh,
I
okay.
made him back up at least.
Yeah. I mean, I like what Eton's trying to do, just the execution isn't there.
Yeah.
Honestly, Skyblocker maybe is the best Sub-Zero player that I've seen.
He's quite good.
But I feel like most people would be like, who?
Yeah.
But very impressive. Very impressive. Just knows where to be. Just unfortunately, Navixty is just absolutely
Out cycling,
scoring
yeah.
demon.
Well, he
When
scored
it comes.
his own L2 there, but scored it right back on.
Yeah, no, it's very
So you got some L4s, it looks like, as well. So you're gonna push up
just
even further ahead.
the fact that Navixty is like doing the double cycling too for the most part, just that makes such a huge difference in the overall scoring at the end.
Mm-hmm.
But man, I would have not thought Team Cooked would be like this close. It's a nice little park at the end. 24-point win.
Yeah. Big scores from
Hey,
everybody on the
as
field.
soon as I say Skyblocker is number one Sub-Zero, everybody in the chat's like, "Nuh-uh." Nah, I respect it. You back your teammates. Everybody got to be in chat right now, being like, "Nah, my Sub-Zero is the best Sub-Zero." Uh,
Yeah, we'll have a look at rankings now, as it does mean that Rabbit Show will have their second
win
win.
on the board.
Or first
Well,
win,
first
yeah,
win.
because they lost
Yeah.
against Peelunk.
PL Unk, also known as Plunk.
Plunk rising in the rankings, going up to the 5th spot. 4 teams so far without a win. See,
Yeah. Cook just
who
played
will be left
twice,
winless?
and so is Team 9999.
999.
But I have been
You
super
got,
impressed with Team Cooked. Who did they
yeah,
play
they've
for their
done quite
first
well.
match?
They played Kryptonite in their first match,
Okay.
and then Rabbit Show in their second.
It's probably upper middle pack then.
Yeah.
Oh, we got the old players.
Battle of the old players.
Yeah. I think all these people joined in 2020 and played. So yeah, we
That's
have
true, yeah.
longtime vets. Early prediction though, I still got to give it to OGs. Their checkmate is just not. And you said that this is the first match of checkmate too, so they're probably
This
probably
is our
even a little
first
bit
match,
worse.
yes.
Yeah, so OG's probably looking to take this one. Yeah, I don't know what the like playoff stuff is, but checkmate definitely has to get things going pretty quick because if they get like seeded or whatever, if there's a playoff thing, seeding into like a top team, that's going to be a tough
Yeah.
matchup for them. Yeah. If they can kind of hover around the middle, maybe they have a chance. But yeah, we'll
Yeah,
see what
we'll have to see.
they can do. It'll be interesting to see the difference between the first and second match too of overall performance. Dak immediately missing and getting stuck on the thing. So I would say that their
Can't say
other
much
match
there
looked a
because I
little
did
bit better.
exactly the same thing, but
Yeah, I thought Dak looked pretty good in the other match that we saw from OGs.
yeah, she might have practiced up a little bit more for their match against Peak. It was.
Yeah. Casey immediately getting a bit punished. Though that's kind of how he's also got his climber out. Guess he just preps it early.
No, it's because he set up bind so that he could score right before this match,
Oh,
but
like
he double
he
bound
has
his climb to his like
something
elevator
else.
moving,
Yeah.
so it's just out.
That might be a problem for when they try and climb.
I think it's I don't know actually. I don't remember.
We'll see. Oh, knocked Algae outside the field. I mean, like it's like a 40-point lead here for Blue Alliance and the OGs. They're comfortably chilling, I think. This is surely a foul, yeah. Casey is just one of those players that is a super aggressive defender in literally every game he plays, and plays that style in every game.
hmm
Doing a great job blocking Adam there, but Adam does get through eventually. Adam, third time's a charm, fourth time's a charm. Got it, nice.
Similar antics are happening with me on the
Yeah,
other
you're
side.
you're not able to pick him
Struggling
off
a
the
little bit
ground.
here.
Oh man, it's all the washed up old players for this game. Nah, in reality, I think it's more just lack of practice. But all the young players are very strong at. Oh, what the Casey just got absolutely bullied in endgame there.
Went for some
Climbing was a
aggressive
problem.
defense and didn't end up working out for him.
Solid 8 points.
He's going crazy.
Yeah. Well, first
We'll
match
put
in the books.
OGs on match 1 or
Yeah.
1 up.
I mean, this game wins don't seem completely out of reach for checkmate here in this matchup. At least I feel like I feel like they could maybe.
Mhm.
They're definitely the underdog, but maybe there's a chance. Rather than the other matchup where I kind of felt like it's you need a generational throw to win there.
Yep, yep.
So
Anything specific you think we need to do or change up here to
well,
get a
I
win?
mean, immediately Casey was still getting too many fouls. So that's one thing to clean up, and then just like I think basically you just need to get lucky and have other people mess up / get fouls off of them, or maybe get
Right.
more steals. I do think that right now, from the first match, the Sub-Zero play from Logan was better than Dak. So if you're looking for like just a raw skill perspective, maybe that's a point of where you can create more of a gap.
Mhm.
But I still think it is tough. OGs are very strong. I think Dar's almost definitely the best player on the field right now. So
Yes. We knew he was going to be strong coming into this, so we knew we were going to struggle a little bit, but
yeah, basically haven't talked about him at all actually this series so far. But yeah,
that's
he's
true.
putting up
We just
points.
He's just always a consistent scorer, so you just always just like, he's
Yeah,
there doing his thing,
big
making
foul
big
there
numbers.
again. Good bump though from Casey when he's in the immune phase. Oh man, see the coral in front of the reef wreaking a bit of havoc there. I think Casey also got fouled again while we were not paying attention, but
Mhm.
you know, he's definitely slowing him down.
Bit of a
Adam's
lead here for
definitely
blue.
struggling. Yeah, I mean it's not huge though, and nearly another foul. Oh my. So many almost fouls here from Casey that don't quite
He likes to play the
It's
edge.
good. It's good though. Like on Dar, but Dar just does an insane juke on him. Basically not slowed down at all. Casey's definitely flipping between a lot of people, but it's kind of tough. I mean, Red's bringing it kind of closer. That's not bad. Let's see if the climbs happen. It's really late here. Logan going for a shot at the end. 2-pointer. It's really close at the end, but not enough still. I think Checkmate definitely played a lot better that match, specifically with the fouls. Also, Curtis, match MVP. Good job.
Popping off.
Yeah, but I mean, still not enough. Still a pretty healthy win here for the Blue Alliance and the OGs. Match point. Gonna take something a little bit special here for Checkmate to get a win. Currently 0-5 in TLS. Okay, here we go. Oh, algae drop from Logan. Dak's gonna place in the net real quick. Going for the second algae, is able to get it. Good job to Dak, and that's gonna put Blue Alliance in the lead. Like to see Casey maybe try and control the algae a little bit more rather than just like literally plowing them off the field. Because that is one of the differentiators that the Checkmate does have is I think their Sub-Zero play is a little bit stronger. But when you launch all of the balls off the field, that makes it less important. So it's close though, coming through, and basically all the algae is up off the field or into the net at this point. Just a couple stragglers left. Dar getting blocked by Casey, absolutely causing chaos there, and great job to not get fouled there. Now I'd like to see Dak maybe go to that side and start to try and clean up some of that, some of those coral.
Minute to go and a 30-point lead for Blue Alliance.
Yeah, Blue's just scoring better here. And Casey's getting bullied, gonna get a foul. Honestly, not sure how they were able to have that much pushing force compared to Casey, but another foul. Yeah, it's just really tough to pivot out of those foul drawing pushes, I guess, from the other alliance. I played a little bit of defense, and I definitely had my fair share of trolling in that front. I mean, still, it's only 20 points. That's not completely outside the realm of possibility, but gonna need a pretty strong throw here from Blue. So we pick up 2 pieces by Dak, kind of getting confused, didn't know what to do with it. And oh my goodness, coming close at the end here. His climbs are not coming through nearly. I don't know exactly what happened with
Almost
Blue
had
Alliance
it.
at the end, but yeah, almost was enough. And yeah, that's sort of, I guess, what I expected to some degree. We saw that, there you could maybe take a game off them, but definitely the stronger team won that matchup.
Have to agree there. They had more experience in that one, and difficult opponent. Taking a
Yeah, so
3-0 against us.
OG's gonna get a win on the board, winning the battle of the old teams.
Yeah, and we'll see where they sit in the rankings here.
Yep.
Moving up to
So they
5th with
are
that one.
5th. I don't really know how I guess they had a more dominant win than Rabbit Show, or I don't know.
Yes. Rabbit Show went 3-2. Yeah. in their.
Oh, wait, no, didn't they 3-0 and then they went 2-3 or something versus Plunk?
Yes.
Well, OGs went 3-0 and 0-3, I think, or something like
Yeah.
that. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
Maybe
Andor did
maybe
it.
uh
Maybe it was
maybe the
magic.
tiebreaker is not perfectly
Not effective yet. I'm
set
not
up
sure.
right now, but whatever. They're
Well,
at 1 win.
technically, yeah. First tiebreaker is head to head, and then it's win percentage. So
Right.
interesting there. I believe we only have one match to go for week 1, which will be an interesting one. Shake up the rankings here, maybe.
Alright, so it's gonna be Peak versus Riptide, who are both at 1-0, I believe.
That's correct.
So
Riptide was, I think, our first match of the night. They took a 3-0 against Team 999.
right, and then
And
Peak, who did they beat? OGs?
Peak beat OGs 3-0
Yeah.
in a little bit of a close faction. So this could be a
I am definitely interested about this matchup. It could
interesting
be
match. Yeah.
I don't know who I would
Favor?
yeah. I mean, the name recognition favor definitely goes to Peak with the players that are on it, but I think Riptide is like sleeper strong, to be honest.
Yeah, I have to agree there. Personally, I think Eric and Alex are quite strong in the uh, rest hand scoring. I think Parnes maybe a little bit weaker on the Sub-Zero than
Lumpy. I was hearing some some chat
Lumpy.
about
Yeah.
Lumpy being the Sub-Zero player for this team. So yeah, I think hopefully this is a great matchup that
Mhm.
that kind of goes back and forth. But we will see what actually happens.
Mhm. Heading into first match. Just about to start.
Alrighty, so we see the standard
Ooh,
composition, a miss from Lumpy though in auto.
I
Although
miss from Parn as well
Perrin,
on the other side. So
yeah, and he's doing a different auto. I do definitely prefer the coral autos that Riptide does, rather than the algae autos that the Peak did. And we can see that reflected in the score already with a, slight lead here for Riptide.
yeah, it's an
Lumpy,
interesting difference because it does net you more points early, but later on you win the algae battle. So
surely double possession. Yeah, exactly. On RJ, just taking way too long with those coral.
yeah, getting a penalty off Parn at the same time though. So that's gonna be
Ooh, unfortunate
still
miss
net
there.
positive for
And
them.
it goes
Goes out of the
outside the
field.
field. Ugh.
That's really
You hate to see it.
unfortunate.
Lumpy, you gotta say, chat was talking him up. A majorly gapping Perrin right now.
Yeah, I have to say I did play against him a good bit in
Oh, look at
ranked
this.
for a couple
Round.
days. Well, not
Which
not a good
who?
bit, but a few
Lumpy
matches.
or
Lumpy,
Perrin? Yeah.
and he was hard to beat there. Very strong Sub-Zero player.
Yeah, trying to move to Coral now, looks like.
Just about 20 points ahead on the Blue Alliance. As teams are running out of scoring locations. Lumpy and Parn are working on those L1s. Now let's get a
RJ and a
penalty there,
boy,
unfortunately.
I would have thought would be outscored a little bit more by Alex and Eric maybe, but they are showing up. To be fair, they're
They
doing a great
absolutely
job.
are, yeah.
It is getting a little bit closer here. It's within a messed up climb, so see what they can do. Lumpy just absolutely cleaning up on the Sub-Zero. RN's gonna do some L1s, which is definitely a lot
Hmm.
easier to do, but it's also just I think it's a better robot for L1s. I mean, I'm not an expert, but
Yeah, it's definitely better initially. It's a little bit hard to put them on after it gets a little bit full,
yeah,
but
9-point win there. I think
really close match here between these two teams.
yeah. Yeah, just look at the huge difference between Lumpy and Perrin that's where that win came from. Basically, it seems like.
It sure did. Now Eric is gapping
Both Eric
the.
and Alex
Yeah, they're
are
both gapping
stronger.
their
Yeah.
opponents there, but almost a
Lumpy putting
40-point
in
gap
work, I
between
think.
those. Yep.
But
Lumpy
is
might
that
be taking the
sustainable?
number one
Yeah, the
seat.
number one Sub-Zero, as the
Sub-Zero
chat was
seat.
saying
Mhm.
earlier. But yeah, is that sustainable? I think Perrin kind of had a below average match, to be honest. Like he had a couple drops, and then the one like
Yeah.
fell outside the field, and it's kind of unlucky. So, I mean, we'll see what Pete can come back here with. It was a close match, and to be honest, I think they kind of had like one of their a little bit worse matches
A little bit of
than
a weaker
their
match.
average. Yeah,
Yep.
so we'll see what they can do.
And we'll have to see in match number 2 here. Getting
Water
underway.
versus mountain. Some some drops for Perrin again, unfortunately. And Lumpy also missed one of the pickups, I think, but he's gonna pick that up and score it. Great auto from Blue.
Yeah, getting 9, 10.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot
I think it's
is the
9.
answer. Perrin gonna go play some D. RJ really struggling with that. He's going for the double cycle, and I think he's just gonna be too slow here. Yeah, he gets a possession foul. That looks honestly like very similar to exactly what happened the first match.
Maybe something to work on from his perspective there.
And this is literally just the same match. Because Perrin did the exact same thing. Looks like the recording from the players is probably off.
May have submitted the same match twice here. It's what
May have happened, or maybe it's a download error. I don't know.
yeah, we never know.
One of the two.
Could be anything.
Somebody goofed is basically the gist of it. We don't know who.
Yeah, in any case, we're gonna take 2 on this. See if the other team also submitted match 2 as they were supposed to. Nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, that's crazy that he made the exact same mistake in the same way. uh,
Yeah.
okay, we're back. Unfortunately, the team that submitted the recording submitted the same file and named it for 2 different matches. So that's unfortunate. And the other team didn't submit any thing, so we can't look from their POV either. So that match result, unfortunately, we only have the result, which was a Riptide win, but they did not submit a valid recording. So, yep, unlucky.
Moving on to that third match. See if Riptide can get a 3-0 here over Peak. I'm sure that match was a banger, but we'll never know.
Yep. All right. Match number 3. Missed out on
Underway.
match number 2, but okay, we do see Perrin actually changing it up. Look, he's going for
The coral
the
scoring rather than the
lollipops.
algae.
Yeah, which I like a lot more. They're doing well
Just
in
get
auto
2.
here.
They're winning auto, actually.
Yeah, great start here for Peak down 0-2. They need something to kind of bring it back here. Go for that reverse sweep. But Blue's brought
Blue
it back
brought it right
already.
back. Yeah.
Yeah, Lumpy putting in work in the net, already 2x, 3x, nearly 3x the number of algae in the net. Doing a
This is
great
great
job there for
recoveries on
Blue.
those miss algae as well.
Yeah. See RJ still going for the double cycling. One of the few players that have felt confident enough to go for it. Oh, actually, just as I say that, a boy man
He
is
gets a
also
foul.
doing the same thing. Oh, he got a foul for double possession. They're both doing
I
it,
think he did
so
just at the end of his last one, but
I see.
I was looking at the other side of the field, so that may have not been correct.
And a great score there from Perrin, keeping it close.
Yeah, Blue
Thought
definitely
about
won
going
out
to the
on
other
that
side of the
algae
field.
battle, but
Yeah,
he's gonna
just gonna
stick to
work
the
on the
L1s.
L1s now. Yeah, I think that's good, to be honest. I don't want to see them. I mean, the reef is almost full. Ooh, drop there, unfortunately.
Yeah, it would just be L1s you're defending, and at that point, it's probably better to get your own L1s up there if you
Yeah, that being said,
can.
Blue is just still in a pretty commanding lead here. 15 points is a lot of coral.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to come back from that. Gonna need a misclimb here from the Blue Alliance if they want to come back,
Are they
probably.
completely out of coral? No, not quite. There's some in the one state. Oh, I guess it still says 8. But we see a swap there for some defensive play. I guess maybe if you're not super comfortable in like the L1s, you swap to the D at the end just to try and still have an impact if you feel
Yeah,
like you
and
can't
it
really
is
do the
also
L1.
nice for climbs so that you're on opposite sides of the bars, so you don't have any real chance of hitting each other.
Right. That one had a bigger gap and then it fell at the end. So maybe some climbs that didn't go Blue Alliance's way there, but look at how well balanced Blue Alliance is
Yeah,
there.
86,
86, 86,
83.
83. Just everyone
Everybody's scoring just about the same.
being a part of the scoring effort there. And they walk away with 3-0, which yeah, I mean I was kind of surprised. I kind of expected Peak to at least take one. They definitely could have taken matches for sure from the 2 matches that we saw, but I think the biggest drawback there that they can take away of like what to improve on is probably Perrin and his play.
Yeah, just getting a little bit gapped there at the beginning. When you're behind in algae like that, it's just kind of hard to come back. Might have been
Yeah,
good to see them try to save some of that algae because they are scoring it so fast that they can put it into the processor and get some bounce backs, perhaps.
right.
As
Yeah,
maybe a different strategy there to try and combat that, even if you're a weaker Sub Zero.
yeah.
We'll go to our final rankings for the week. 2-0 teams are PL Unk, Kryptonite, and Riptide. And the 3 teams that went 1-0 are Peak,
1-1. Yeah. Yeah, Peak, OG, and Rabbit Show.
Oh yeah, 101.
And then 0-2 Cooked, Checkmate, and Team 9999. Yeah, I guess just talking about it, like Rabbit Show seems like they could potentially be the best team depending on the day. They obviously lost to Plunk here, who is probably the other team in the conversation, at least for me. And then I guess the next tier down is the Riptide Kryptonite
Mm-hmm.
for me, and then probably the Peak, and then I guess OGs and Cooked. To be honest, like I think they're all three of those teams are
Quite good then.
there. And then
Reasonable. They could come back.
Checkmate and Team 999 currently sitting at the bottom, I think. But I think either of those teams definitely could jump up there. Team 999, especially with the being put together last second, didn't really have time to create any chemistry or anything. So that's going to be in their favor. And then Checkmate with the vet players that really haven't played this game much. They just put in some reps and practice. I think they're probably going to see some pretty major gains. So don't think we can count any of those teams out as kind of like the for sure bottom team no matter what. But
Yeah.
they're definitely going to have to put in some work. But yeah,
Absolutely.
it's good that we got through all those matches. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and if you're watching on the VOD, thank you for watching the VOD too. Yeah, we'll have more matches coming up soon enough, and hopefully people like the stream overlay and all the team branding stuff. Definitely want to do more. Hopefully our next stream is even fancier and has new features. We're
Still
working
working
hard
to
on
improve.
stuff.
We're
Yeah.
getting there.
So, but I think this has been the best TLS graphics we've ever had. So, and we still have lots of ideas on how to improve even more. So, if you appreciate it, let us know. And if you have any suggestions on, hey, like this would be really cool to implement, if we can, we are open to suggestions on how to make things happen. The other thing that I guess I'll mention is we'll likely be opening up kind of like guest commentator slots. So if you're interested in commentating matches and we can kind of half interview, half commentate, talk about your perspective as a player or on a team, and yeah, it's a fun time. So yeah, I think that's gonna do it unless anybody else has something to add.
I think that's it. Just thanks everybody for watching, and hopefully it'll be even more interesting the next time.
Cool.
See you same time-ish next week. It should be probably around Saturday, Sunday.
All right. See you, everybody.